right now they are largely physical. So I like this Maelstrom pick. I think this is a good compromise between the Radiance and between the Battle Fury.
Yeah, actually, Faye just knew that Yam was going to DC, and he's like, let's give the cast something to talk about. Just kills up Radiance,
a bit of debate.
helps us out.
Thanks,
Thanks very much. Storm going for that Kaya, farming some stacks. Pretty passive game over here, but I think that now that they have the Serpent Wards on the side of Wind and Rain, they're gonna start playing aggressive. They have the Primal Roar on cooldown, but
they already have 4 heroes at the bottom, they're ready to roll.
Yeah, gonna try and force it out, but there isn't that available, so gonna do.
Yeah, TM just trying to get a couple of stacks going, throwing out a couple of quills, getting up to 3 onto the Juggernaut here. Annoying here to take down. He's actually looking for phase boots on the end next. They've actually caught this Bat Rider out there. Had the vision down. The sentry came down early, and Funnick dies. He had an invis rune, but unfortunately, the sentry was already there.
And we're gonna lose another one.
Yeah, they get the kill on second on in the mid lane. Andre not holding back, and now the rock comes down. They really want to find the bristle back. A 4-man Ravage from LeBron. I mean, it was an impale, but I'll call a spade, and he's chasing Cupes through into the trees here, trying to calm them down. I don't think Cupe's getting away, but I feel like he kind of led them away in an attempt to just get his team out, because they all dropped really low from that, and they do get themselves away from the scary. So that was a huge defense. They didn't actually get the Denana Tower. That's costly. That's costly, so they defend for nothing, really, in the end.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason that fight was okay-ish for Aachen was that amazing impale from the next assassin.
Oh yeah,
and this bristleback is starting to become pretty big. Actually, second in Atroph here, going phase boots. That chainmail, I think he's going phase boots. Yeah. So has a lot of armor, ready to fight.
Oh, yeah, Prophet again, just dropping so quickly in this middle lane. This time there are a couple of heroes waiting for him, so not just a solo kill that time around. And unfortunately, a disconnect again from DM. So internet troubles.
That's rough.
Yeah, we know how tech problems feel, don't we, Bowie?
Yeah, it happens with all of us. Now, I'm getting hyped with this Aachen draft because this bristleback is becoming huge. They have a medallion. They can rush whenever they want. It just feels like for Radiant, they can do things whenever they want. Whereas for Dire, they rely on Serpent Wars. They rely on Primal Roar being available. I guess they do have the Storm that is like a non-cooldown type of hero. But to get objectives, it just feels like Aachen they just need to get 1 or 2 pickoffs and Roche is going to be available for them. That feels kind of scary.
Yeah, I'm not feeling super confident for Wind and Rain right now. It's going to be a kind of vicious storm for them to weather throughout the next few minutes as I can really get this draft going. I think Roche is going to be the biggest point of contention for this game. As you mentioned, this Aachen stack can really take down Roche very quickly. The Bristleback's not bad at doing it. The Troll very good at doing it. And they have Bat Rider, who's always an awesome hero to have on your team when you're looking at Roshan, because this guy can just kind of scout these cliffs. You know, he can get up here and really get a lot of vision and stop any surprise attack coming in from Wind and Rain. They also have the Hawk on Wind and Rain, though, which is also the same thing, basically. Like,
yeah, there's definitely potential for the Storm to get the Aegis, so he's probably the hero you want to kill. And as long as the Storm is that, like, it doesn't matter if they have vision, if they don't have the Storm to jump, and that's the Roshan. He probably needs to be very careful here. Here, Andre. Yeah. It's like Beastmaster already has Vlad, so Dire, they're in a pretty good position, but the real issue that I see is the cooldown dependency that they have. The Jug, pretty long cooldown on the Omnia Slash. I don't think they're gonna start pressuring objectives in the next minute or so because of the Serpent Wards.
Yeah, they are a little bit restricted to these this Serpent Ward cooldown as well. Right now, it's their only ability to push. Like the Juggernaut, the Storm, they don't really do enough damage. The Beastmaster can do a bit with the Inner Beast. He's going for a Necro Book to kind of change this, to stop their kind of cooldown locked pushing.
Yeah.
I like that pickup from him.
Control over the Nyx as well.
Yeah. So Wind and Rain, there's this kind of... They've been around for a little bit now. I think like a couple of months. Wind and Rain have been playing together. Sash, I believe he was in Kinguin, I want to say. the Polish stacks. He's one of the Polish players, I believe. Oh, they actually just go for lasso onto him. Vichune's on top of him as well with the axes as well. It's actually going to turn around for the 2-man stun, but he's been rooted up and slowed down by everything here. Blocked up even by these treants. It's going to take one more axe and Vichune will find it. El Sash falls on the Radiant side of the map. LeBron stalking Cube a little bit here. He's going to get the stun. No, okay, he can get the stun off, but there we go. The Impale comes out. DM's on top of him as well, and that's going to be an easy kill for him. And a couple of balls thrown out as well. Why not?
Alright, so then I got the kill. The Troll pretty much has the Fusel Blades actually being sent to him right now. And that is a scary pickup against the Storm early on.
Yeah.
You know, if he gets too much of that mana drained, like one lasso might mean like 400, 300 mana being drained from that Fusel Blade. Gotta be so careful. Tower will fall.
Certainly shall. Got the pushing tower off the Nature's Prophet, and that's all they need. Vichune here as well, joining in the party. There's that Diffusal Blade finished off. They're going to look for more. Funnick going scouting in the trees. Doesn't have a lasso, but he's got the vision. Throwing in the cocktail. Doesn't quite connect with Boogie, though.
Try and trade to the middle. I don't think they can trade. They're going to lose another tower here.
Yeah, this is not looking fantastic for Wind & Rain. Vichune, the Fortify might be up, but he's going to get those 12 further stacks, but now with the TPs coming through, might be enough to force him back. They've got the vision, the trees as well. Akanada is seen here. He's in some real trouble. Plays down the wall, tries to TP himself out, just gets roared in the face by Boogie. They've got the spin as well. Probably going to go for the TP. No, he's just going to accept his fate. Goodbye, everybody.
So, I mean, I think that's actually pretty good. They force a Primal Roar on a position 5 while they defend their Meteor 1 tower and pretty much take a tier 2. Like, they're gonna smoke now, but without the Primal Roar, I'm not sure they can do that much. They do have Serpent Mords. I can find a good job.
There's nobody in this area, though. They're completely gone this side of the map.
Oof. That is Ajax. Like, this smoke not only is wasted, but it means they're not farming that Storm. It means everyone on the side of Aachen can just go top, and they will force another tower, and it is Dire that will have to react.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted here. You know, when you smoke up, you're then the ones looking to be the control C. You wanted to make the fights happen. I'm actually surprised they're even TPing for this tier 1 tower, but they want to take anything they can get. Now, Sash being slowed down by the Diffusal Blade. He's trying to get himself somewhere. I don't even know where he's going right now. Just maybe he's trying to get down the cliff from the flame. I don't know.
So Serpent Wars now wasted. This is looking kind of scary because they're using those ults, but since they're not using them together, they're just underwhelming.
Oh yeah. Oh, Omni Flash coming down onto the and that's going to be a clean-up kill for Wind & Rain. Funnick looking for some kind of punish here. He doesn't have his Firefly for another 6 seconds. Keep going for the TP out. Do they have the lasso? Yes, they don't. Mid-cast there, right down on the animation, but not quite enough. All right, yeah. So that is a very, very cheeky getaway from Cube there, just about in time.
So yeah, that was a little better. You know, they force Aachen around the map, and this opens up space for Jugger. He uses Omni Slash, gets a kill, back to farming. That's how I want to play. That Storm going for Bloodstone. Okay, little tank here. And you know, Bloodstone is very good for Nyx Assassin because since it's raw mana, you're not gonna get that. You know, mana drain's not gonna hurt you as much.
Yeah.
Nyx doesn't even have mana drain for now, but it will become a problem.
Well, might have a fight breaking out here as Wind & Rain are grouped up. Aachen also looking for some action though. They're going to head their way over to Roche, yeah. 2 heroes hit from Wind & Rain, then the zip in from the Storm as well. Finds him the quick kill onto LeBron. What's the plan now? Oh, zero. Double damage on Vichune. That's going to help things out a lot. Roshan dropping quickly. Well, Sash comes over. They see Funnick. They're going to know what's going on now, but they just have to back themselves away.
Will the Storm YOLO for this? Storm?
They do. I'm not sure they know. I think they might just think that Funnick's hanging out. Either way, they either let it go or they don't put 2 and 2 together somehow. No, I think surely they've let that go.
Yeah, it's very scary because you know Nyx Assassin, and they do have Lasso available right now, and I think things that you know it's only a 1k gold advantage, but I think the momentum is definitely on the side of Aachen right now. This Bristleback is huge. They have Aegis. Let's see how they use that time now. More.
Diffuse away onto Boogie. Doesn't have a done though. He's going to go for the root and does get it. Boogie in some trouble, and by some trouble, I mean he is absolutely dead. Turkeys get basted in the bottom lane as Vuchin goes to work.
Mjolnir available for the Juggernaut. A lot of magic damage coming out.
Alright, to chop some people up. Also improves the Omni Slash dramatically as well with that attack speed. Like once you get that attack speed, 75 from the Mjolnir, just absolutely tearing people apart. Meanwhile, that's another kill onto Cupid. Funnick finds him in the trees. I'm going to be happy to get that guy out of the mix. He's got his snakes off cooldown, but will not be able to use them because he is dead. Meanwhile, Andre jumping around, staying away from Vuchin.
I think it's time for tier 2 towers now. The 3 heroes top, they have 2 heroes middle. Who's probably top. And it starts to get pretty scary. The Batrider does have Blink Dagger now, so not only they can get this tier 2 tower, if they find a good jump as they keep pushing the lane, this could snowball very aggressively for Aachen.
Yeah, I mean, we experienced that last game and we know that they absolutely understand their timings. They are not afraid to dive at you. They're not afraid to run at your Ancient when they know they're ahead. And this is something Wind and Rain have to be very aware of and find a way to maybe take one of the wheels off this Aachen train. Because right now it's heading straight for your base.
Oh, NP is actually, yeah, they're going aggressive here, dude. They're going to drop the ward. This is the timing that they want to aim.
Yeah, I love this. The old no-tail ward, TPing in deep and getting the ward in behind. And throwing a sentry in as well, why not? Storm gonna go for the jump in forward and jump straight back again. Grom just cheeky seeing if he can grab the spiked carapace, but unfortunately it doesn't affect him inside that ball lightning. So they'll clear out the tower. They stop going for any more because they decide to TP back and try and get somebody on the... Ooh, Faye going for the TP out. They got the blip. Who do they go for? They got Boogie. They've got him. Lasso comes out. They'll drag him back, and once again the Beastmaster is going to be the sacrifice. Meanwhile, LeBron did get picked off on the retreat there, so it's kind of a bit of a trade. Does look a little bit better for Wind and Rain maybe because they're a little bit behind. The kills just meaning a little bit more, slowing down Aachen a little bit as well. Very important.
Yeah, I guess it does, but you know, shrines are now exposed. It just feels like Aachen always gets the better trade. That's really the problem. You know, even if you get a little more gold from the kill, it's not gonna change the...
Hex out, and then they go with Canard as well, but he's immediately just... He beat on top of the Storm. Storm is just getting to work. He's just going to take him out. Now Vuchin's in some trouble as well. He's got the Aegis, so he's going to come back to life. Meanwhile, Funnick hovering around here, just trying to force them back. Yeah, Aegis Prophet wants to come back into the spot. They want to find the aggression. Cube's going to be the first one to die as the flame breaks. Just going to run him over. The Omni Slash comes down onto Funnick. He's trying to share with Vuchin, but no one wants to take it. They all go onto him, and that is going to be 750 gold going to
nice
Faye, but Faye gets stunned up. He's gone. The big trade comes in, and now Cube wanted to save his carry, but it just doesn't happen. He gets run down as well. That's going to be another hero dead on the side of Wind and Rain. Actually will die back from Cube as well, and that's why the tips are coming out. Racks exposed, and well, something tells me Vuchin wants to get his axes buried in them.
Alright, so Bloodstone available for this Storm. He needs to do something big right now, because if they don't, the Jug's going to have to buy back. You don't want that happening. Catapult wave. And he doesn't have level 18, so...
Yeah, and the Slash actually standing very far forward here. Pops the gold strength for the extra tankiness here, but he's just going to get run down all the same. Funnick now TPing into this one with those boots of travel. They've got another hero coming in. The buyback comes in from the Sven as well. Still holding on, which means they're going to lose the melee racks. Now they're trying to get themselves away. DM on the backlines here, but they jump in. They've got the lasso. They've got the vortex onto Troll Wall. Wall comes down as well, and Troll should be dropped. Vuchin is dead. A great start for the fight. Slash going to go down in response, but it is not equal so far as they throw Juggernaut up onto the cliff. You can just leave him there. He doesn't have a TP. Meanwhile, Storm going to go zipping over though. He's on top of Funnick now. Andre trying to get the damage off. LeBron just sitting behind, looking for when he can go in for the snipe. Meanwhile, Faye still just sitting on this cliff for now. Can't do anything, but the Storm, he's losing his health. That's a nice little aphid shot coming in from Cube, but Storm backs himself away. Faye still on the cliff. No way down for him. Boogie gets killed by DM as he just runs him down with those quills, and they're picking out. They say he's still up here, boys. Oh, they get him down though. Oh no, that was not the play. All right, they free Faye, and Faye's just like, all right, my bad. He said, thank you. And the tip comes out from Faye as well. A paid cliff removal service.
All right.
Doing it for the shots.
That was a 42-second cooldown on his TP. Like, I think they should have just left him there, as you said.
Yeah, I think they wanted to sprout for the vision, but yeah, mistakes were made.
It happens. It happens.
But I've seen people try and remove people from cliffs with Sprout deliberately and haven't been able to do it. The fact they did it accidentally is almost impressive. But yeah, meme hammer on the Nyx. Let's go.
Yeah, like when I saw that tree, I thought it was a branch that someone tried to plant to remove him. Because I know you can, but it's way harder than Sprout.
Yeah. I think the most reliable way to do it is Iron Branch and Manta. If you have both of those, then it's pretty easy to get yourself a few Wild Storm getting on top, but immediately that's followed up. We Bat Rider, they have the damage to follow up though. Troll Warlord, he's down still, but no, still finally able to get it off. Meanwhile, V-Tune's Zombie Patch bouncing around all over the place pretty crazily as the Raw comes now onto the Troll Warlord, holding him still. The damage from the spell as well, he's been actually used up for the time being. Troll Warlord still locked down and finally killed off now. They just rush out the damage into LeBron, and another one goes down as well. This time it's Cube, but it's DM versus the world right now. The Bat Rider backing him up, but a lot of these shards doing a lot of damage. The Quill is starting to add up and up and up. Elvis with 6 stacks on him right now, and DM's going to be able to blow him up. And now looking from as well, but Faye gets the kill. It's Faye versus DM, and attacking him from behind. It's going to put a quick end to Boogie's life. DM still trying to play around with Faye right now. It's a triple kill for DM. Looking out here as well. He's going to throw down that Sprout. DM still looking towards Faye here. Faye, he's got the spin available when he wants to use it. The Healing Ward's going to come out for him as well, and this is going to put an end to the fight for now. Faye clears himself. He's trying to chase the Bristleback, but Bristleback's out of here. He's also it's a Heaven's Halberd he picked up as well. Very nice pickup from him.
That was such a funny fight because the Bristleback was ignoring the Jug, and the Jug was ignoring the Bristleback. Both of them got like triple kills, and then they like just stand off against each other. It was very funny to watch.
Battle of the carries, and neither can kill each other. And meanwhile, once again, Andre just feeding off this profit, it feels like.
He does have, I think he died once with this Bolson, right? He only has 13 charges, but now recovering them a little.
Yeah, he died in the last fight, didn't he? No, he didn't. Oh yeah, he was died to the lasso and V-Tune's ulti.
Yes.
That was what started the whole damn thing. Alright, well, Jug still very much on the top of the net worth chart right now. Did not die in the last fight, got himself a bunch of kills as well. DM kind of catching up to him, but I mean... Oh, actually saying that, they've also got the kill into Boogie as well. That's going to send DM into godlike.
I think that Sven is dead as well.
Is he? He's giving the runaround. Let's see, what can you put out here, Lels? Actually, they're not even bothering to chase him. The old open AI, yeah, screw this guy. It's not worth our time.
Okay. I mean, this Jug is becoming a problem. I was down for, Aachen just winning this game very easily, but the Jug definitely becoming a problem. Now going Shadow Blade, if they can get that Silver Edge, the Bristleback might be way easier to kill.
So I'm very mad. The Storm Spirit just left a Centaur Conqueror 20 HP. Come on, Cube!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What?
Oh, finally. Jesus. Goodness. My heart couldn't take that. I was genuinely angry. Anyway, tier 2 tower's gonna fall. That's an easy one. It was already super low from the previous engagements.
He was just praying for his life before he got that kill. He was just tanking. I gotta be grateful for sometimes though, man.
It's a lesson for all of us, really, isn't it?
So yeah, Radiance is gonna be up for this Bristleback. Has evasion as well, on top of a lot of mitigation here. Pretty bulky boy.
Yeah, I don't see any way to kill this Bristleback. Does Bristleback do enough damage to warrant killing? Well, I mean, I think it's more the damage mitigation, which you kind of want to get him out of the fight for, so. And with this Radiance as well, when that's up, that's gonna be... Oh.
If he gets level 25 plus the Octarine, he's gonna be insanely hard to kill. That's usually when you get the Octarine and you can pair it with the Spell Life 2 talent.
Ooh, yeah, 50%, yeah. That does sound fairly nice. Meanwhile, Andre, he's hanging around. He's used all his mana here. He's going to be in a really bad situation. They're going to get the lasso off from Funnick as well, just keeping him completely locked down. Huge misplays here from the Storm Spirit, which might even cost them the game. And now the roll comes down onto the Troll to allow Boogie to escape. Does get himself out of here. Storm, he's got a buyback. 60 seconds dead. They're going to want to get this out of him. Meanwhile, Faye running up onto the high ground right now, but comes into face to face with a Bristleback. Alright. Econaut, I'm not too sure about these sprouts, dude. Just don't want to flame. I'm not toxic, but
yeah, I was not laughing because of him. I was laughing at the response of the Bristleback. He said thanks. I feel bad. All right, so free Roshan.
See the pause. Nice sprout. Econaut, bring it back.
Yeah, this mistake is gonna be punished heavily here. Shadow Shaman split pushing, but they TP before the gets there. I think they can just go middle now.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll wait for the Radiance, but that's about it.
Yeah, still a bit of time away before that Radiance comes out, so... Is Troll looking for anything? Yeah, he's got his BKB already.
Ready to go. Level 18 as well. Level 20 would be the ideal, but... We're missing any big items here. Looks like Orchid on Storm. And only Necro 1. Wow, this Beastmaster had a tough one, huh?
Yeah, he's had an awful game. He's been like right down on that worth pretty much the entire time.
Doesn't have any mobility, so the Storm kind of forced to initiate. I think that's one of their biggest problems this game. Since the Beastmaster, doesn't have any mobility, had a rough one. The Storm needs to like sometimes show himself, and like he knows he cannot. So they're just watching Aachen get away with bot.
They're now onto the high ground. DM and V-Tune attacking away at that tier 3. Fortify's gonna have to be used here. Faye makes his way over. Faye is the big if prospect. If Faye can have a good fight, if Faye can really get the ball rolling and get his damage off, then it can mean Aachen City lose the engagement. It all depends on him. Oh yeah, Snake's being used. Tower is going to be falling pretty quickly here. Hammers that Dawn. And they get a lasso off. They've got the Juggernaut. They've got to kill it before he can get that ultimate off. The Roar comes out though to try and hold him still. They actually use it onto the V-Tune here. Faye's going to be kept still, but he actually gets his... But he just goes for the Omni Slash instead and gets a kill into one. DM actually taking a bit of damage here, but basically absorbs so much that Omni Slash and drops only to about 50% HP. And that's Omni down. And all the goal was an Aegis. They're still alive. They're still having these barracks, and look at these quill sprays starting to add up. Got to be careful if you're Faye. Getting back himself out. Oh, nice snipe comes in from Andre, but immediately getting used up. Funnick, they need to clear out though. They can't go for this kill. Looking for another one. It's a double damage on the floor as well. Andre might grab this one. Oh, he goes in, but he gets rooted. Does take the double damage though. V-Tune gets up to the high ground. They don't get the kill onto him. That was really risky for the Troll to go for that.
Yeah, I think it was very questionable to drop the Serpent Ward's bottom. They dealt some tower damage, but they knew they were not going back because of the Shaman Wards, right? They have Aegis, they know they're stronger. So I think that if they dropped the Serpent Wards as a defensive mechanism there, they might have gotten a better fight. But, hard to say in retrospect, but I don't know. I think they are not really fighting together ever when in range, and that's
yeah, not at all 5. As they go in deep though, they've got York now onto the Bat Rider, trying to bring him down before he can get the Yules off, but he gets the Yules off all the same, and now can come back and maybe go for lasso, grab it onto the Stormthrower. V-Tune's on top of it, Stormthrower's getting low, but the Roar comes out to hold still the Troll Wall on, and he's gonna live now, pops that Bloodstone for that HP regen as he runs down Funnick onto the high ground, still being chased. Meanwhile, the Omni Slash comes through, but he seems to bounce off wildly here. There's Boogie being chunked down a little bit, but they don't catch him out. Well, they will certainly catch Boogie out, but it looks like Sash is going to get the runaway here. LeBron still chasing, really wants to find this kill. Stun being used, doesn't catch him. It was on target. Aachen is here, and they have the stun. They don't. They've already used the Impale, and that means the Sven gets out. Okay. Whew. That was nearly very costly, but the Storm Spirit does survive. Don't forget, he does not. Oh, he does have buyback, actually. My mistake. Oh, yeah, he didn't have to buy back earlier when he died.
But only the Storm on the dire side has buyback. The problem. And
have you seen the Shrugs items, by the way?
Jug?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got himself a casual 32-minute rapier.
Okay, that could be a game changer, actually.
It usually is, yeah.
Rider side, but
yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's a huge investment there from the Jug. Just all or nothing plays right now, but you can kind of feel it, can't you? You know, the Storm is not doing enough in this game. The Storm is not pulling his weight. I hate to say it, Andre's been getting great pickoffs, but in the team fights, he has been very ineffectual. And now the Jug says, all right, enough's enough. I need to lay the slam down on these fools. I've got a rapier.
yeah, I think the biggest issue here is he cannot really jump and team fight because he doesn't have a BKB. That Orchid, you know, slightly questionable, but if he goes BKB, they're still last. So it's just it's a rough one anyways. It's a hard decision, and ideally he would want to have a Lincoln's plus BKB, but that's too defensive. Obviously, they're like damaged rapiers on the Jug. Let's see if they can go for the yellow.
If they get an Omni Slash on DM completely, well, we might find out. They jump in deep here. They're going to go for the damage. The Omni Slash solo onto the oh, it's more than enough to tear through the gap. He is annihilated. Now look at that. So immediately just shackled up by Cube here. The Barrett is going to fall as well. Faye gets the huge damage off with that rapier.
They're going back. Oh no,
not over yet though. The stun comes up, but he gets off the spin. He's out of mana though. He needs to get himself away. They need to cover his retreat as well. Win and Ray can't leave this Juggernaut behind. They're chasing forwards really hard for this one. They really want to try and grab someone on the retreat here, but it's just not happening. Phonic keeps buying back for this. They have someone on the sidelines. Cube is brought down, and he did drop the snake to try and keep himself alive.
Oh, those Serpent Wars were not great. They don't have it to defend. They don't have buyback on this Shaman. They're gonna go bottom.
They're going for a side kill though onto the Nature's Prophet, but their base is being taken all the meanwhile. Now they've got the lasso. It's out onto the Juggernaut here. Can they take it down and take his rapier? Picks up the spin away, but he's not going to be able to make it out of this one. The Brace goes on the floor. Phonic. No, V-Tune. Who took it out there? I didn't even see who grabbed it. Yeah, V-Tune grabbed it. V-Tune grabbed it, and he gets himself 2 kills with the Juggernaut's rapier. The Jug fires back, but I think this game might be over. You lose that rapier, you lose the game. The V-Tune is absolutely massive right now. He jumps up to the top of the net worth chart, and now they look towards Alexander. Alexander's trying to go for something here, but the just gets torn apart. V-Tune getting booed as well. This guy with the rapier heist is doing so much damage. Down goes the Jug, and that will spell an end game. The GGs are called, and Aachen Esports will take it in a clean 2-0.
Alright, I really like their response. Oh, you lose that Bristleback to CD Rapier, just buy back. They don't have Primordial, they don't have Omni Slash, and they punish that Rapier pretty hard, you know? Still, I admire and I respect the Rapier. I think they were just a little too far behind.